afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International One Pocket Open. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. This is a Pat Fleming production, and it's brought to you by Accu-Stats. Now, for the very first time, Accu-Stats and the International is pleased to present the great game of one pocket. We've got 32 players here competing over the next couple of days, and we are looking forward to a lot of exciting action. We're in the Simonis Aramuth Arena at the Sheraton Norfolk Waterside Hotel, our host since 2018. And we also want to thank Diamond Billiard Products once again for being the official table provider of the international events. In the one pocket division, all races are to 3 games. The format is double elimination until only 8 players remain. At that point, we will convert to single elimination for our final 8. Thanks everybody for being with us. We hope you enjoy this and stay with us all week. We got a lot more action for you, 10 ball, and then of course the international 9 ball. So right now, it's my pleasure to introduce our 2 competitors. From the Republic of the Philippines, sponsored by Bogey's Billiards, it's Superman, Roberto Gomez. And also from the Republic of the Philippines, sponsored by Mez Q's, it's the Bull, it's Jeff Deluna. Okay, guys, go ahead, lag for the break if you would. Your official timekeeper is Julie Ha. I'm going to send it upstairs to the commentary booth to Mark Wilson and Bill Hendrixson. Take it away upstairs.
Pretty hotly contested leg. Looks like it's going to go to Superman.
No, you rack your own. Oh, yep.
Yeah, Roberto Gomez, Superman, lives in Houston, Texas most of the time. This is a race to 3, Bill.
Yeah, I watched Gomez play one pocket. I think I saw him play Fedor Gorst. And he really moves much better than I thought he did, because I thought he was strictly 9-ball and a 10-ball player, or rotational type player. But he's a very good player at one pocket. As many of the Filipinos are.
Oh, they play everything good. Yeah, they're serious about their pool. The Bull. This figures to be a super close match here, Deluna Gomez.
Absolutely. And it was a wonderful break, by the way. He really did well on a break. He's got a ball on each rail.
Pretty good execution there.
Well, he didn't have a lot to do. It would have been hard to do much more than he did.
Right. Even that shot required some execution.
Sure. He's got a ball sticking out there. Looks like the 13 ball. And he's going to have to either go up there and get behind the ball on the bottom rail or get up behind the stack.
It's the 12. Got a little bit of a double kiss there.
Yeah. That's why I said he could go either way, because I can't tell from here if he was going to kiss that shot. Behind the stack would have been the better choice, maybe, but if he would have got underneath on the bottom rail, it would have been really a killer shot.
We'll stop the cue ball and try to do a little rearranging of the furniture. Great attempt. And that's what you get with these high-powered players. It's not just a survive the inning shot, but it's something aggressive, up tempo, making things happen.
Sure.
Pin the cue ball. That was, to have that much power and then still be able to park the cue ball perfectly. That's good execution.
And he got all the best of that last shot. I mean, he hit the stack and the ball came back and almost went in his pocket. So he's hidden behind 2 balls. I can't see how he's going to really survive the next inning.
He's really turned the break around. That's a good look right there, what he's facing.
Sure.
Golly, what do you do here? No, everything's bad that way. A lot of risk with that shot. He's going to sell out.
Yeah, he sold out. I kind of expected at least this much of a shot for him.
Deluna's shot was so powerful that it forced the issue here, and he got way the upper hand despite having the disadvantage on the break.
He's going to go up now. There's a red ball and a dark colored ball. Maybe the 6 and a 3. He's going to probably go for those, or only missed the ball. He was trying to come out for the 9 or the 1.
He did too much with it. Now, now the tables have shifted the other direction. Now Superman has the big advantage if he can pocket this opening shot. The pocket is slightly impeded. Enough room to go by there, but not enough room to flinch and go by there. Shot.
Very straight, and he's leaning over the shot. He's going to try to come back, straight back, I believe, for the striped ball. That's on his side of the table.
I think he's going to come around 2 cushions.
If he has that angle, he will, but I don't know if he has a little bit of angle.
You might be right. Yeah, he's real straight. These guys are ball pocketing machines, too. Once they get an offensive shot, they're pretty nimble at getting through there and preserving insurance balls where they're not naked when they have to bump something.
Yeah, he's going to try and thread the needle here, go between the 12 ball and the 2 ball.
Oh,
and he didn't do well.
Got the wrong bump there.
Yeah, he wanted to thread that, and he hit the ball. He'd have to take that ball out. If he could bank it, he'll try to bank it, but if he can't bank it, he'll just take it out and send it away.
Looks like he's going to be content to play defense.
I don't understand that, but there's a lot of things I don't understand when these guys hit the ball so well. They have something else in their mind.
Deluna trying to defend the 5 ball. He wants to keep that 5 ball and play it by his pocket. Is he banking the 1 and try to put the cue ball down? No, he was just coming down there conservatively.
Now he's sorry he didn't take the 5 ball away before, because now he had to worry about not giving it up.
Yet another good stop shot with power. That's the hallmark of a great one-pocket player that has the tools to be able to power up, move object balls, yet the cue ball only trickles forward a third of a ball width.
If he goes offense, he's going to try and bank that yellow ball, and he'll have position for several balls. If he, he's looking at an up-table shot. I don't like that. If he doesn't want to go offense, he could go at the 5 ball rail first. Shoot at the short rail and come there. Yeah, he's trying to double up. He's going to bank this ball and try and double up the ball so he can't shoot the 5.
Get past the point. Did.
Except that he shows this ball.
Yeah.
He'll be shooting that ball.
Yeah, and what Bill's saying is going to be a cross corner on the, I believe that's the 4 ball. If he doesn't like playing a ball towards his 5 ball here. I think he's going to, take that off the side. He can let the cue ball go all the way back down table.
Oftentimes, when your opponent shoots a ball, you will probably shoot the ball that he just shot. That happens to be something about one pocket that happens a lot. It occurs often.
Double kiss. Unintended double kiss, I might add.
And he gave up a shot on the 8.
Now, that was a little bit of a tactical error because anything but the double kiss. Don't worry about making it because maybe the angle is right, but just get the cue ball all the way back down there and get that ball on your side. Now he's left him close where he can actually be offensive here. He can back cut the 8, and a lot of things can turn out favorably for Superman here. Now he's got position again. Certainly not suggesting it's easy, but the table's open and manageable. If he gets position here, he figures to run the game out.
Got a thin angle. He might have to go up high for this next shot. I can't tell.
Good and good control. He hit it just a whisker heavy, and that took some of the pace out of that cue ball that preserved the 11 ball. Now, can he go down table for the 3, or will he try to bank the 5? Maybe banking the 5 based on cueing low. Or he try to chip it out of there.
Yeah, that was a surprising choice. I thought he would have tried to go up for the red ball.
Well, he has a one railer at the 14 that offers pretty good cue ball control. He's got some blockers in there if he holds the cue ball over against the long rail.
Sure, that's a nice shot. It's just going to miss, but he'll be
He'll have a
covered
serious threat.
by the red ball.
Playing the 3-foul rule here, we have a 60-second shot clock. It's a race to 3 games.
I can't see if he could go rail first and hit that ball out of his opponent's pocket, but maybe he can fit right between those balls. And yeah, he did. He fit between the balls and did it.
And look at yet another time where he made a stop shot from long range and pinned that cue ball to the rail, which really stifles what your opponent can do.
Very nice. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, 3 times in this match so far, he's made a great, great stop shot.
So there's no offensive shot here for Gomez to get a ball back to his hole right here. I think he's on the short rail, almost frozen. Very difficult to bank the striped ball back and draw. So he's probably going to have to just roll up against some kind of a doubled up shot.
And it's tough just to escape losing ground here in terms of the ball distribution. You're going to have to make a good shot.
Yeah. I don't know if he can.
Looks like he can bank the 7 ball back his way. Wants to.
That's probably the best choice at this point. With a little reverse English.
And this is not to make so much as it is to just get it by your pocket and control the cue ball.
Yeah, he missed it by a lot.
Well, the inside spin to hold the cue ball is kind of, man, look at these. Oh, no, I think he's okay. Gomez can cross the corner. It is not okay. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe he does have that.
Yeah, if he has that bank, he's going to be able to put his cue ball up under the 9-2 over there. I'm not sure. But he didn't spin it. I would have spun that cue ball, but
I think the bank played easier if he didn't have to, and I think he kind of felt like there's a real good chance he can score that ball. He certainly had position for a subsequent one had he pocketed that ball.
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to go defense and try to come behind the ball that's by his opponent's pocket, or if he's going to try and cut that red ball in. What is this? He's looking at
I'm not sure.
Double bank, maybe a double bank.
I don't know if that goes.
Oh, no, he
was trying to just get, open them up. Yeah, very.
Yeah, it was productive.
Very good shot. He's put a little pressure back on Superman now with that shot. Opened up the junk along the long rail, put a ball down by his pocket, and protected the cue ball. A lot of good things happened on that shot. Superman has a 5-0 lead here, but the ball distribution is starting to favor Deluna just a little bit, despite the fact that Gomez has the 7 ball right by his pocket.
Yeah, he by doing this, he gave up his he had a little position with the ball so close to his pocket, but that won't be there for long now.
Well, I don't think he can take it out without. I think it's almost one of those things where you have to give it up.
Yeah, well, if he gives it up, he might be able to give it up and go up table with the cue ball and hide the 5 ball, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
1 ball means not very much unless the score is already 6 or 7.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, which it is. Gomez has 6 points, I think.
5. Doesn't he? 3, 6, 9, 10, 5. Yeah.
6 in a tray.
As long as he keeps that cue ball on the end rail, that 7 balls, it's very hard to get it away from there without giving up something with the cue ball. So
Sure.
he's pretty smartly playing the cue ball. Well, pretty nice hit there.
That's kind of a sneaky shot there. That was sneaky good.
Yeah.
He may even try this combination. You see that combination? It's nothing I would do, but these guys hit the ball so well.
So pure.
And he's going to come up the 14 ball somehow.
Just lay the cue ball on the end or on the side cushion there and try to further protect the 7. It's not even easy to do anything with the 7 now either because there's a couple banks laying down there. So it's not just bump the 7. You're going to have to defend those other 2 balls from banking back to your pocket that's on the Luna side of the table.
Again, I think he's going to have to go off the ball that his opponent just shot at. That strike ball over there, he might have to do something with that.
Is he banking? Yeah, I think he's just going to stun bank this and bring the cue ball backwards.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now, I don't know if this ball spins in. I mean, the ball by his pocket, he might be able to spin it right in, you know, if he wants to take the chance.
Yeah.
And if he misses it, it could be the game, too. But, or he could shoot that combination and try to get behind the ball. So I don't know which he's going to try, but it looks like there's not a lot more after that.
But if he has access to the 3 and he feels like he can control the cue ball from it, he can just bank that down table. He doesn't have to be aggressive with it.
Sure.
Trying to spin this in, this is absolutely, you know, it's okay to play it, but it's strictly a 1-ball proposition. That's all you're going for.
Of course, he doesn't need many.
He's playing, just move it down there.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. That's a very nice shot.
Keeps the heat on. We're seeing some good execution here. This is a little bit more vibrant of a match than we just watched. Seems like there's some serious one-pocket knowledge as well as great execution.
He can't do a lot here. He might have to, if he can even give him the ball, I don't know. He might have to give him the ball here if he could fit through there to give it to him.
Wow, what a nice hit that was. Look at that shot.
Yeah, he played the bank, not too close to his pocket, but he played the bank 2 rails and then kissed the cue ball off of another ball, which got him down near the ball that was by his opponent's pocket.
The other part of that kiss, when he played it, where he collided into the secondary object balls, it took a ton of pace out of the cue ball so he could play that object ball a little firmer. So it was pretty heady.
Yeah, and it was a very advanced shot, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, for someone to have the confidence to even attempt to do what he did would be in world's class.
Yeah. Wasn't just recognize it, it was also then execute it.
Exactly. And trying 2 rail is 2 ball, I believe, but I can't see if he got that angle.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe 1
So he didn't have the angle, he just sent it up there. But
that's not really what he wanted to do there. He's lucky the 2 ball did not sell out of bank because it has some help down there with the 7.
yeah, and it went to the dead man zone. When the ball's frozen up on that side of the table to the short rail, there's only 1 or 2 inches where the cue ball can be where it is bankable.
Superman keeping the heat on here. Now, here's a place where he can remove the 7.
This would be a tricky shot, but it might be possible, yeah.
Yeah, and in so doing, still control the cue ball. That was always
get
the
rid
issue.
of the 9 and the 7, hopefully, if everything goes well.
Great.
Probably the I can't tell it.
That's a 6 ball. 6 ball. Mm-hmm.
Maybe going to go up to 6 or the 14. I can't tell which.
Yeah, kind of uses 14 ball as a blocking ball there.
Yeah, and he
Prevent Deluna.
repositioned some of the balls. This looks like a for sure 6-ball shot. I would drift up towards the top off this ball and try and cover this. What's that? The 7-ball.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he may not do that. He might come
Well, I
back
think
from
it's
beneath.
if he goes high, there's a scratch down the far corner. I know he didn't want to possibly risk that. I think it was out away from the rail just enough. Your shot's great, and I approve. But I think where it was laying prevented him from doing that. So he just made sure he got the cue ball back out. Just don't lose the game on that last shot trying to be
Right.
super
Well,
aggressive.
you don't want to go up to the top anyway because then you show the 7-ball. So you wanted to have the
see.
striped ball intersect at about at least a diamond and a half down.
Point.
Touchy shot. Very
Mhm.
touchy. You have to have really good speed control to execute it the way I would want to. This is just a takeout shot, get him back to the short rail. Get some balls up table.
Yeah, the more balls go to the other end of the table, the bigger your 5-ball lead is. Yeah, if they're all in play, it's not that big of a lead with high-powered players like this. 6. Yeah, did I say 6? Did I say 5? I meant 6.
So there's not, he hasn't frozen on the short rail, which really limits his possibilities, both offensive and defensive.
This looks tough to execute. It turned out okay, and it still isn't great. So that's how tough that circumstance was.
Yeah. He's going to probably shoot the 3-ball here somehow, if only to take it from his opponent's side. I don't know if he's thinking about banking it or not. It looks like it's in no man's land there, but I'm not sure. He just went up a ball. This gives him a free bank here. Now this 3-ball can be banked back to the left side. You drill back underneath, but he's not opting to do that. Trying to outmove him, but he had already outmoved him. I would rather take my free shot than try to play for another free shot. He's jacked up a little bit off that 12-ball, I believe it is. May end up just banking a 9 or going under off the 9.
The one pocket event has played cue ball fouls only. So being jacked up isn't quite the penalty that it sometimes can be.
So there's no object ball fouls. How about if you move 2 balls?
Then that's a
That
cue
is
ball
that is
foul.
a foul,
At that
okay.
point, yeah.
Well, he really took a chance there. He went off 2 or 3 balls. It looked like an exciting shot for a while. He may be able to thread the needle and hit this 1 ball, but I can't tell if he can hit it or not. He also has a potential shot on the striped ball.
On the 14, yeah, it looks like that's what he's playing. You hit that pretty good, Bill.
As good as you can hit it without it
Yeah.
falling. I mean, I thought it was going to fall for sure.
And look at his ball speed, too. He did a really good job with the cue ball.
Now they have a new rule here. They're playing. You can't jump the table and knock this ball out.
Right. Never made sense to me that a successful shot included a foul that lodged the cue ball off to the table. No. This could be game ball right here if he scores it. He didn't, but he might as well have.
This is where that rule could come into play right here. He's not going to try it.
That's right.
He's not going to try it. Well, that's going to be the end of this game.
Yep.
Gomez takes the first game, 1-0.
Truly well played game by both players, though. I mean, it was up tempo, it was a fun game.
Yeah, and the usually the opening game of a tournament is a little nerve wracking.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to have gotten through it fine. The Deluna will be breaking. He's racking his own. And I believe he's going to take the same side of the table that he previously had. He's left-handed. Usually a lefty would like the other pocket. I don't understand it. He must see something in the rack or in the table that he prefers.
Yeah, usually for a bias, but then Superman also broke to a left-hander's side. So that, a lot of times they're trying to prevent maybe a corner ball from leaking out.
Yeah, they think they know something, or maybe the rack is breaking better one way or another. They saw it maybe from the previous match.
Once in a while, when the table does not have a bias, you will choose to do that only to put your opponent off a little bit, like thinking, well, that's odd. Why would he do that? So that would be the other psychological aspect of it.
Or if you shoot to the left-hander's pocket, you're making it where he can't reach the shots quite as well.
For a left-hander, that's right.
I mean, you can't either on your right-handed shots, but maybe you think you can stretch better. I don't know.
Yeah.
One pocket's really like a war. You're trying to look for little advantages any way you can get them.
Yeah, that's good. Really good.
And a nice shot.
Yeah, it was delicate, and you think, well, that one. Well, he had to send the cue ball very near the 7 to achieve this result, and if you mis-execute at all, you just look like an idiot.
So he's going to try and put the cue ball up where he's standing now. So he can do it several ways, off the 7, off the 8, through the 8, off the 9. I mean, there's a few ways you can do it. I think he's going to do something with the 8 ball, but hard to get his cue ball up to the top right-hand side of the table off that 8 ball. So he couldn't go all the way up. If he did, that 8 would have come back down near his opponent's pocket.
Right. He didn't have the right angle to do anything better. Take the 7 out of there.
Yeah. He was trying to avoid that from being possible, but he didn't hit it that well. And now he's in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, super shot there. Superman.
He may have to, if he can hit the 8, I don't know. I don't think so. So this is going to limit what he can do here. He might have to try to go up the yellow ball near the side over there and try to get by the opposite side pocket.
This is going to require some good execution because the cue ball's traveling the wrong way. So now your ball speed's easy to get messed up.
He's trying to get over by the opposite side pocket if he could. And he did pretty well.
Yeah.
He's only got 2 balls on his side. One is the striped ball on a short rail, and the other one's a striped ball by the side pocket. There's a good chance he'll try to go off one of those 2 balls or hit one of those 2 balls.
If he's playing off the 8, he's mainly playing the cue ball to go one rail into the stack, as opposed to naked just go all out to win. Did it good both ways.
Got right on the stack and almost made the 8.
And look at the shot. Yeah, actually, from here, he might even prefer that he didn't make the 8.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to kick this in. There's no other shot.
Good camera work there where you really see the tip. Uh-oh. I don't know. Yeah, he did. He got enough of it. Delighted to just give up one ball from the position he was in.
Sure. That's about all he could hope for. Been trying to get behind that other strike ball, either off the stack or off that 7 ball. But he's going to try to get behind there. You know, you could jack up and try to kick it from behind 2 rails, but that'd be an awful great hit. If he wants to try to thin the stack real thin, I don't think he can get it thin enough to do what he wants to do there. Just grazing it.
Right, you know? And the stack's not really conducive to getting the cue ball in the stack. So, I mean, sometimes you might like to even just rub the 10 ball by your pocket, but it's just not laying very good. Much more likely to sell out. There's a small window that you could hit it in.
Yeah, there seems to be a combination head for the pocket too. If you see that, he wouldn't mind touching the stack and breaking that up, because the combo looks like it's almost lined up for his opponent's pocket, or at least makeable.
Playing a 60-second shot clock, and it's an automatic reset as the shot clock expires, as long as you haven't already exhausted your shot extension for that rack. That's just what happened.
Yeah, I guess he played that kiss. That's why he hit it so slowly. He knew it was going to happen, but it wasn't a very good option. This looks like it's either a takeout or a kick. You could always go up to 7 and bank it into the stack and drive the cue ball up by the 9 ball.
I think that's the aggressive play here. Some good things can happen for you.
Sure.
Still requires good execution, though. He may even be able to play the 7 off the stack here as opposed to a naked bank. He went for the naked bank, and the cue ball control precluded him from hitting it thin enough. So he went cue ball control on that one.
Well, did you notice he had reverse English on the shot?
Mm-hmm.
I don't play that with the reverse. I want to turn that ball a little more because it's such a thin cut. I want to turn it down more and give it a chance to go. And maybe that combination would have been makeable, you know, if I followed it up with making a ball there. You know, then you're risking the scratch, I know, but I like to think I have that ability. It's an option that, you know, people who play a lot of one pocket might choose one way than a person who plays mostly 9 ball.
How do you feel about 2 rail in this? Is that 14 down there? 9? Yeah, 9 ball. Guess he doesn't. Just wants to move his pocket.
Well, certainly 2 railing would have been nice if he hit it real close, you know.
Boy.
See how he turned that down real nice?
Yeah.
You know, that's a real talent to be able to turn that ball at a slow speed like that. You got it, you know, where he can't even, you know, here again, a guy who is really good at 3 cushion or really good at knowing could send the cue ball around 3 rails here. Oh boy, not good. He's going to get a few here.
Yeah, I always want to leave a shot like this for my opponent. I'm just happy if I get another turn in this rack.
He may come back for the 7 ball or bank it next. Certainly, I would deal with it next.
Yeah, he used the left side of the pocket as he approached it to hold it, so he has a nice, easy cross corner bank that sends the cue ball down table a little bit.
If he makes this, he'll come up for the strike ball.
Disappointed that didn't fall because he had pretty good position there.
I don't believe the one can be made. I think the strike ball is too close to it, but I'm not certain about that.
It's to be the way it is. If he could make the one that he felt confident about, he would be shooting, I would think.
Looks like the 4 ball might come close to. No, from the other angle, it's impossible. I was looking at a combination out of the middle.
He's wanting to go after the one.
That's not going to be a good choice. He's got to deal with the ball that's hanging.
No, I understand.
And put him maybe on the stack and get that striped ball up and out.
He stopped shotting and then just
Yeah,
tried to two-rail it up and
I
down? Is that
I don't know what he's
like
doing. I've never seen anybody try anything towards that rather than going defensive here.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good play. If you go too up and down, you're going to leave a cross corner. If you don't score it, if you do score it, you're in almost worse trouble than you are now. So not valuable enough to play the bank. 2 cushions up and down.
You know, he could even kick this ball in if he wanted to, but he's got to deal with it. The combination seems to be there. You could combo the ball that's hanging and put the cue on the stack, I think. He's trying to maybe bank the one. He's got him on the wrong side of the stack. That's going to give him heartaches. Now he could drive another ball over there, maybe another one after that.
Deluna's not going to let him out of this trap. He's just going to
Well, he did let him out. He let him have a kick it in. He shouldn't have done that. He could kick this ball in now. I would have tried to get another ball down to block the kick.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. He's got to kick this with side spin. Oh, so he did a good job.
I don't know if he needs to spin or not. It's close.
Made it. Shot.
So he lost the minimal there. You know?
Yep.
I mean, that could have been more devastating. A lot of people would kick at the stack here. But the more conservative shot is to do what he did. Looks like these balls may go up table.
No, Deluna hasn't showed any willingness to do that, but he's also been wanting to minimize his deficit every time by not putting balls down table. So,
well, I can't even argue with what he did. You know, I can't argue with it because he does have a ball on his side, which he protected up near the side pocket. So at least he did that. And anything that's going to go up and down table is blocked by the 9 ball. They're a little tougher for me to predict what they're doing. It's a little tough for me to predict. A lot of players I can predict rapidly everything they're going to do. These guys are thinking at a slightly different level.
yeah, and playing pretty fast paced. I mean, clearly very experienced billiardists.
They don't want to let the balls go up table and let the game stretch out. You know, and so that's a different style of play. They want to keep their stroke going so they can just keep firing away when they need it. You play 25 safes in a row, it's hard to pocket a ball later.
Yeah.
Maybe take that 4 ball away from the side or pocket it in the side. I don't know which. Maybe he's thinking about banging the 1 for a side. I don't know. I don't think he can get it towards his pocket. Oh, you try to get it. This is a bank shot. He's got a bank cross corner.
That was a little scary there on the side pocket, too.
Yeah, and he's got position maybe on the 6 here if he makes it. I don't know if it fits, but if it fits, he's got shape maybe. See, it might have fit, but it hit the 6 anyway, so we'll never know. Yeah, I think he tried to make it. I think he tried to bank that, real first bank.
Yeah, I do too.
This is a nice shot. If he can bank the, is it the 4 off the dark ball? Was that the 2 ball?
That might be, let's see. It looks like the 5 off the 2.
Yeah, that might be a possibility, you know, and
yeah,
the 2 would bank over on his side, and the 5 would bank over towards his pocket. And he might even be able to turn that 5 a little bit with some kind of English to get it closer. You know, it's hard to see exactly the angle he has. This is a tough shot. He's jacked over the balls. But he didn't try to do much. That's always good to do, too.
Yeah. Simplicity is your friend.
Absolutely. Sometimes it is. Let's put it off to the next turn and see if we have a better option.
Exactly. All right. Looks like we're having a brief timeout.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ken Schumann took off like a bullet after him, so I don't know. Maybe if it's not going to be allowed, I'm not sure what's going on here.
So I don't know if he's got a 9-ball 2 railer. I don't think so. I think that the 5 ball's in the way for that. And if he tries to 1 rail a striped ball, I think that he may be leaving a combination. I don't know.
Okay, everybody, we'll be right back. We're on a little short player timeout.
He may just graze off of the striped ball. Was that the 9 or the 14? And just go down under everything. Surprised they didn't shoot that kiss bank before. He had him in a nice spot. He wasn't sure where the 2 was going, I think.
And sometimes the angle doesn't allow either. You know, it looks different from here than it does when you're right at the table, that you can't control everything like the way you want to, where if the cue ball was an inch different, you can do that shot. So.
Yeah, not only does the angle look slightly different, but the colors look very much different. And this is not the optimal viewing for a commentator.
No. The obstructions and the distance, and then this doesn't have the right colors on it, so that doesn't help. Yeah, this does.
The boom is right in my way. Maybe not as much in yours, I don't know.
No, it's the same. And, I've sat on both sides.
Yeah. This is still early in the tournament, and there's not a lot of viewing, a lot of people here yet. But some of the matches have been really good. I mean, I see some of the top players out there. Tony Chohan was playing, and Jeremy Jones, both great players. Certainly Roberto Gomez and Jeffrey Deluna are great players.
Yeah. Look at the execution we've already seen. And even though Deluna, we haven't really got to see the best of him, he's made some things happen here.
Sure,
so.
Sure. Very much.
Yeah, it's been very entertaining.
Gomez is back at the table.
And We're ready to go here momentarily.
He's ready. The clock's ticking. I think he's on his extension now.
Okay, everybody, we're back. Gomez shooting. Oh, that helped.
Yeah, they're slightly productive. A lot of times in one pocket, the slightest little move can be very productive. And you don't always see it immediately. Sometimes it's 3, 4 shots down the road. He's doing things different than me. I would have been taking 2 balls out on that shot and sending 2 balls up, and he's grazing and trying to keep them down here.
Well, he's
and that's
behind
fine. Yeah.
4-0, so I think he does want to prevent making it a prolonged. He must have a chance to run some balls.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's the right way to play. If not the right way, the smartest way to play. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a long time ago, I heard of Ronnie Allen and Danny DiLiberto being interviewed after a big match they had in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
They made a videotape of it back when tapes were even rare. And they were saying, when you're winning, be a lamb, and when you're losing, be a lion. They're referring to the ball count on the table.
Mm-hmm.
You have like a 3 or 4 to 1
Right.
lead or 5 to 1 lead. Be a lamb. And sometimes it comes back to bite you, but in general, it's a good philosophy.
Looks like Gomez is close range here and has a reasonable bank, but I don't think he's playing it. Oh, he is playing it.
He played at a very controlled speed, and he would have been happy if it didn't go. It went, but he got up behind the balls, just in case it hung. Would have been a nice shot, even if it didn't go. In fact, maybe better. They're playing a lot of safeties. Just what happened there is what I was predicting before. Playing so many safeties that he missed a shot that normally he would make, I believe. I think he was able to make that shot. Of course, he played it carefully.
Well, Deluna now has a straight back bank here that would lead to something if he can score it. He hit it pretty good. Quite good enough.
I don't believe that 3-ball combination has a chance. He may just try to bank the ball that was just shot or take it out of there. If he takes it out of there, it's going to leave you a bank back on the 4. So I would rather try to bank it. He's taking out the 4-ball. And that ball. 2 of them he took out. That was a smart shot.
That's why you don't put your hand in the pocket, though. Right
Absolutely.
there. Because nothing good can happen from that. Just let it fall. Because if someone feels like you touched that object ball intentionally, that's going to be a major penalty.
Years ago in the Straight Pool World Championship, they created a rule. If you put your hand in the pocket, 16.
Yeah.
You lose 16 points. If you put your hand in the pocket, whether you hit a ball, don't hit a ball, just put your hand in the pocket. That was in the PPPA, Ray Martin era.
Yeah. Got a nice adjustment there. Wow. That was a productive shot from Deluna. Got a ball hanging, got the cue ball, knocked the ball in. We got more balls back down table. This is a dicey spot here.
This is a really game winning or losing shot. If he doesn't do a good thing right here, he's in trouble.
It looks like he did a good thing.
Well, there you go. Because all those balls near the spot pretty much ran. Could have run most of those one way or another. And he had a semi-combination to his hole up around mid-table. It was just a lot of balls to be run there.
Gomez has did a really good job thus far in the match because we have not got to see the best of Jeff Deluna yet. We've seen him execute some good shots, but he has just not had a chance to kind of break free and really exhibit his full range of talents.
He may do something very simple here. No. Gonna try to cut this ball in, maybe. Or just take it out. I think I got switched on pockets on that last shot. I got confused whose pocket was whose.
Good shot there. Pocket the ball, trapping the cue ball right against the clutter.
It was a great shot, actually. It's a great shot, you're right.
Good execution, keeping the balls down here in play.
He limited a lot of his options here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gomez purely defensive from here.
He left it in the bank, I believe. Yes.
Yet again, playing off of two balls with the cue ball, though. You got to be a pretty knowledgeable, heady player to utilize that.
He needed to add a little more to it because he left the cue ball stopped right there for a bank. That's no good.
But it's a two-rail bank. So he hit it a little wide, almost made it in Gomez's pocket.
Should conclude the game in a minute. We'll see.
Playing for two.
Now the 5 and the 10 and the 4 will go. He went in for the 4 ball, I believe.
5 ball.
There's no downside to this shot.
Game ball right here. Drills it home. Takes the lead in the match now. 2-0. This is a race to 3.
Gomez is breaking. In these races to 3, the first break, the lag is so very important because if it's a tie game, 2-2, that you're breaking for the game, and the break is a large edge in winning a game.
Plus, the person that wins the first rack really establishes momentum.
For sure, for sure.
Got a lot of things going your way. Once again, breaking the left-hander side of the table. Corner ball leaked out there, Bill.
Yeah, this ball can be made usually.
Usually when that starts to happen, they move the cue ball closer to the center of the table to help diminish the amount of energy going into that corner ball. So,
yeah, when they're breaking, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And this would be a big advantage if he was left-handed, because I'm left-handed. I like to shoot these shots.
And he is left-handed, so got the benefit of that. Now, he knows that cue ball is going to want to hit that 10, and that makes this shot play extra tough if you're trying to get something more than just one ball.
I think you can miss the 10 if you reverse it, but I don't know. No. I can't believe he did that. That
So
was
that
really,
actually,
that wasn't.
he scored the ball and then lost the game type of a shot. You know, I mean,
yeah.
now he's in
pretty
a real
much.
pickle. It's going to be tough. I mean, you're in that spot where it's just survival. You're almost willing to take a foul here.
But that was really bad. He shot too quickly. I believe he didn't look at the table well enough or long enough. I think he could have shot that with reverse and overcut it a touch and come back and miss that ball. And if he missed the ball, he could hit the stack and glance the correct way.
Banking for his pocket here. Nope. Playing safe on the wrong side of the stack.
Yeah, he did that again. There's only one ball on his side of the stack, and Gomez is going to get rid of that one now.
He maybe draw right back where he's at.
Sure, that would be a good shot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and that hung up in the side. He got in there pretty deep. I thought it was going to fall.
If it fell, it would have been even worse because it would have been closer to the cue ball when it got spotted, I believe. I can't see from here if that's true or not. Looks like the spot is right there.
You know, now that we have, well, we can't, but it looks like a two-rail kick to take a foul here. In between the 14 and 10. Yeah, just take a foul that way. I thought that's what he should have played the time before because it really, things didn't get better from his shot, and he ended up having to go back to this.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, if Deluna can take a foul by going two cushions right back where, if Gomez could get it back where he was, just is he playing off the ball? He is. Oh, he had the bank. Had to recollect them.
That was a really nice shot.
Yeah. He wanted to protect the 10 for sure. I don't know that he did or he didn't, but it's not going to be easy no matter what.
He took a chance. He was trying to make a ball off of a ball on a bank a ball into a ball and kiss it in. In addition to that, he knew it wasn't likely, so he wanted to get the cue ball up behind the stack, and he did well with that also. Did good on everything on that shot.
See, he can hit that 10, but controlling the 10 off the back of the 14 or 13, not easy.
Stripe ball, I call it.
Stripe ball.
We can't tell the color, so we got to call it what we see.
There's the 10. Ooh, he needs to catch a break. It was not as ugly as it seemed like it'd be. He kind of got a backdoor safety out of this.
Yeah, there may be some kind of a piece of that striped blue ball
that
he could bank. I don't know. I don't know if he can see the 7 ball. He's going to try and spin this closer to the pocket and hide him up near the 7 maybe. Oh, he thought he could make it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he thought he could hang it and get it behind there. He did a good job, really.
Yeah. Yeah. You could shoot the 7 if you want to, but you can also lose the game if you miss it. You can get one ball or lose.
Sure.
But sometimes you're forced to play one ball just to try to get a better position to play safe from, and that might be this spot.
I'm probably going to take a foul here. I don't see any way of shooting this ball. If I shoot the 7 ball, it's not to make it and let the cue ball come out. He's a combination. What's he doing? Well, he got the cue ball on that really nice. I don't know if it was intentional or accidental.
There was some definite risk with that shot, but that's kind of that backdoor. That was the best of everything that he could do, he felt like, from there. Didn't want to shoot the 7, realizing that it was led to nothing. And he came out of this pretty good.
Smelling like a rose, if you want to know the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Gomez was pointing at the rail as if to say, you must have got a good collision, a positive collision over there to help you.
And Gomez did pretty good from where he was at, too. So
yeah,
this
8 ball doesn't bank, I'm sure.
And even if it does, I mean, my goodness, inside spin, kill it.
Going to kick this ball, I believe. And he sold out.
A good call. Got to hope that it lands in such a way that it's a double kiss, which it looks like it may have. He's there. Play position. Position for the bank. Out. Position.
Yeah, all these balls go in his pocket now. If that top ball on the spot goes, he can just keep shooting balls, running balls. It's like a drill. He doesn't do those drills very often, I see.
I think he's okay.
Well, he's not bad, but, he got a little close to the rail and limited angles.
He's going to work on the stack here, so
he got loose
like
now. He's okay now. He'll be shooting the red ball, one of the red balls for this game. 11 or the 3, probably.
That was weird. He rubbed the 6 ball, decided it was the side of the cue ball, but yet still made the object ball, and that had to be unintentional.
Sure. Well, he got an angle here. I don't know if he can get up for the 11, but that's the 11 or the 3 would be what I would try to play next.
Playing for 2?
I believe so.
Can play for the bank, too, on the 2 ball if he doesn't want to try to chance travel on the cue ball. No. He could dig down. Now, there it is. Match ball lays before him. Bill called it. Red ball. Really good action there, Bill. And you did a great job, too, by the way, pointing out some good subtleties of one pocket. And this was, despite the fact the score being 3-0, it was an extremely well-played match.
I enjoyed it. And it's not as far lopsided as you would think. Like you said, he won 3-0, but he was in contention every game.
Yeah, he just forced the issue all the time and kept Deluna completely on the defensive. We never got to see Jeff Deluna really come loose like he can and dominate a match. So
yeah, I've seen Jeff Deluna play as good as anybody alive.
100%. Both guys, well played. It was entertaining, fun. And that's our time for this time. Hope everybody joins us again. So long for just a while.